Hello, everyone, and welcome to another podcast of Alexandra Mayers Live. Now, those of you who follow me on Twitter, at Alex Mayers Live, you're aware that I just turned 40 years old on January 7th, and I'm feeling really good about it too. But you're also aware that I have been extensively bothered when it comes to a very high level of hypocrisy in our society in regards to who is forced to take accountability for certain actions versus who gets a free pass. Now, if you follow me on Alex Mayers Live, you're aware in regards to some video blogs that I posted about a male porn star who has been unjustly, from my perspective, utilized as a scapegoat when it comes to the death of a female porn star who committed suicide. Now, there is an audiobook that recently came out called The Last Days of August Ames by an individual known as John Ronson that does bring some clarity to the situation. And the reality is that the female porn star who committed suicide never read the tweet or the post that the male porn star posted, which was directed towards her. Now, yes, what he directed towards her was harsh and really unacceptable. And I feel that he has apologized for what he's done. But at the same time, again, the girl who committed suicide never read it. But upon thinking about that situation, it made me think about my life and my time as an adult performer known as Monica Foster. And it's made me think extensively about an incredibly horrific post that was directed towards me, which was posted on a very highly trafficked adult industry blog by a porn director that I knew and who I worked for, known as Will Ryder. Now, when I think about what he wrote, and when I think about how what he wrote was condoned and accepted by the adult entertainment industry, it makes my skin crawl. I don't know if what he wrote was viewed as acceptable because I was an adult industry performer who, unfortunately, in our society is highly stigmatized, or if it was because I'm a black woman, or if it was simply because he's a white male who's a part of the good old boys club. But I want to share with all of you what he wrote. This is from September 25th, 2011. At the risk of responding again to something so meaningless and lowering myself to her level, I just have to say that I find it truly amazing that Monica Foster can go to war with just about everybody she comes in contact with and keep a straight face as if she is pure and innocent. I have never come across anyone that is a bigger liar, a bigger racist, or a bigger self-made victim and storyteller than Monica Foster. I have to admit, I was sort of hoping she would have committed suicide this past weekend. Yep, I said it. And I know that is wrong to say, but I am sure I am not the only one who feels that way, because sometimes the trash has to be taken out to the curb. Of course, now she will alert her Twitter followers and the authorities that I am about to murder her. So if she is killed, look at me. WTF. Yeah. The person who wrote this was someone who I thought was my friend. The person who wrote this is someone who I worked for and who I likely made quite a bit of money for too. But for some reason, he thought that posting this essential death wish, which was suicide coercion, was acceptable. Yeah. Well, today I'm here to say, even though at that time in my life, I was almost driven to suicide by quite a bit of stalking, harassment, threats, and bullying, not just against me, but against my family, which was normalized by Will Ryder, aka Jeff Mullen. Regardless, and despite it all, I'm here to say today that I am alive, and I am not a racist, and I am not a liar, and I am not a self-made victim, and I am not a piece of trash. Okay? Every once in a while, I do like to look back at my life when it comes to things like that. Primarily because it helps me realize that in the grand scheme of things, people who write things like that have absolutely no effect on me when it comes to my success, who I am as an individual, and what I elect to do in my life, and how I elect to live my life. So thank you everyone for watching to another podcast of Alexandra Mayers Live. See y'all later.